Hey everyone, it's season 4 of Black Sails. Can you believe it's season 4 already? I've already watched 3 seasons. Crazy. We had a battle. They sent a fleet of ships, sort of like there were like 7 or 8 ships, and we snuck up behind them with Teach, and then we swam on board, took one of their ships, and then fired at the rest of them. Then they retreated. They were like, you know what? This isn't what I signed up for. Let's get back. Hornigold went onto the island. Gonna get Flint. Flint got him in the end. So Hornigold is one of the only named people who died in that episode. And Dobbs, who was a good guy in the end. And then Flint was shouting when they were retreating. Flint was shouting after them, "I'm coming! Tell them I'm coming for them." It was good. And then we had a meeting of the pirate captains, and they're setting up. Just like zooming through this recap, they're setting up Silver as this larger-than-life figure in the minds of the people. As a de facto leader of the pirate entity. And Jack impressed Teach a little bit. You know, Teach he went into the episode not impressed with him, and maybe he got a little bit of respect from him in that episode. But the MVP was obviously Anne, who did the swimming and the boarding, and without her, they couldn't have taken that fleet out. That's what I think. So back at Nassau, we've got Max, and we've got Eleanor, and we've got Woods. And then we've got everybody else on ships. So let's get right into season 4, see where they pick up. At the start of season 3, they time skipped. Everybody had different hairstyles. So I wonder if they'll time skip here as well, or if we'll pick up straight where we left off. We want Nassau. That's the goal, I think. And we'll see what happens. We also have the Spanish to deal with, because they didn't get Jack or the gems. So, yeah, a lot of things in the air. Let's see where they fall.
Tell your governor! You tell him I'm coming!
It's the one guy you don't want coming for you, especially when he gets that look in his eyes. Where are we going to start? On the sea? On the sea. Under the sea. Under the sea.
And the other.
Ooh, who's this? They're stuck in the net.
Twins.
That's right.
Each of whom, present company included, has certainly considered killing me.
If it makes you feel any better, I haven't considered killing you in months.
That does make me feel better.
You and I have willed our men through unthinkable things to get this far.
If you're on the same page, you can do anything. And if you're not united, don't follow Silver. Are we going to Nassau?
Better to take courses.
What's she looking at Flint for?
You still don't trust him, do you?
I understand why you do.
You could just say no. Yeah, just trust each other for the time being. Get it done. Afterwards is afterwards. See, second in command to Teach.
One of us should probably say something. Remind the men in whose name this fight is to be fought.
Give a speech.
For 10,000 years, a man anticipating conquest.
I agree with Jack.
Before his army.
Do it.
Just shut up. Just do it.
It's no wonder you don't say much.
If you please.
That's funny.
Today, we reclaim what is ours. Today, there will be vengeance for the death of Charles Vane.
Yeah. It's not quite a Flint speech or a Silver speech, but good enough, Jack. Good enough.
governor's sloops are moving.
Is it a trap?
The Revenge is almost in range of the fort.
Is the fort gonna open fire?
No guns.
Is anybody there at all?
It's just as Billy said.
I don't like him. Ooh. Under the water debris. This is an unexpected twist.
Can we get free?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Looks like the barricade held, sir. Your orders.
Right, it's a barricade under the water.
Open fire.
Come on!
Can we retreat a bit?
Signal the sloops to engage.
I'd keep firing from the fort for a while.
Starboard guns can't elevate enough to get anywhere near that fort.
Flint has an idea.
Reset the topsails into gallants!
I hope Mr. de Groot survives the show. We're trying to lift the, ship so that we can get the range on our cannons. Almost. Now.
Abandon ship! All hands!
Get on the ladder!
It's all right.
He'll be fine. If anybody's got plot armor, he does. Especially in episode 1. Oh. Into the water. Is that who we saw at the start? Struggling with the net? How long can you hold your breath for? He's fine. Sword guy. Well, there goes the ship. Is that the Walrus?
Teach is a formidable opponent. But his ship is weakened, and my men can attack from 3 directions with greater numbers, with greater discipline.
You drive a hard bargain, but send the ships.
Signal to pursue!
It's the wrong choice, but...
Inform the council I'll return, and please have someone retrieve my wife.
Of course, my lord.
Did he say his wife? Is she here? So...
It is that.
X is the only one I like here in this group.
What's that?
Is she playing the role of wife?
Mrs. Rogers, the governor requests your presence.
Unbelievable. She's... Oh, nobody... What? They all know her. As Eleanor Guthrie. Unless he had a ceremony and... Like, he had a real wife, right?
I know it cannot be comfortable to be so removed.
Don't know. Got to make this.
Yeah, great use of your time, Eleanor. Look what you've been reduced to. Somebody's wife.
And I will do whatever necessary to ensure your success here.
They're painting him. Those two. That couple. They're painting him as the leader, the strong one. They're keeping her as a wife figure just to appease, the larger public. I think. Build him up a bit. And since they hate her, minimizing her.
I'm told they saw an injured man pulled aboard.
He's
almost
fine.
drowned.
He's fine. He can use his foot to cut the ropes.
I know that you and he had been working closely together of late. Become friends, even.
And more.
He is my friend too.
Is he in that boat? You're not. That's not him. He's fine. Remember Billy? Remember Billy falling overboard? He was gone for a whole season.
They obstructed the harbour.
I know. Speaking of Billy,
they sunk. Why the fuck didn't you warn us? I did warn you. The moment I learned of it, I sent word to Mr. Featherstone. He was supposed to send word to you not to enter the harbour.
What happened to Mr. Featherstone?
And Mr. Featherstone has fucked us all.
Yes, I know that too.
Is he dead? Billy's a good beard this season. Where's John?
North.
We built him up.
Harbour under pursuit.
We made a story.
And Silver?
Where are you?
He's there he is. He's fine.
We sail for Nassau soon.
Oh, this is a flashback.
There.
The Pirate King's name is Long John Silver.
Has a nice ring to it, doesn't
John
it?
Silver.
She's like, it's not that long, she's thinking.
Flint and I have the same mind. There's no obstacle we yet encountered that we cannot surmount.
It's a fact of nature.
It upsets you.
He likes the current balance
Because you believe he is your friend.
between the two of them.
Whatever he is to you,
don't believe you need him to be the man you are.
Okay. She's a
I
fan
think you
of
would be a
John.
very good king.
So there's the K word again.
If I were a no-good pirate, I would follow you wherever you led.
You didn't dive into the water after him, though, did you? He's fine. He's fine. He can be king of the underwater people. Okay. These are the ships chasing Teach.
They'll board us easily.
I was always told that you were the one without fear.
I ain't fair to want to do a hard thing smart.
We're just gonna take on 3 ships boarding us?
He wants this fight. Let him have it. Prepare to be boarded!
Is this partly about Jack's ego? His need to prove himself? Hey! No fair headbutting. Eek. Gun? Gun. Meanwhile, back on the shore.
All told, captives number 75.
Does any of them have a weird leg?
More out there must be.
What happened to Mr. Featherstone? Indeed, off topic, but Woods is completely recovered from his illness.
We think this one's Flint's ship's master.
Hey, remember, don't kill the Groot.
You were part of Flint's inner circle.
Go fuck yourself.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Trophies.
He's gonna take the Groot's ear.
Hold him.
Uh-oh. I don't like this. Woods, is this who you want to be? Is this the passion he was talking about? Oh my god.
I want this behind us.
This is how you become a villain. Maybe every reasonable antagonist has to have a second in command who's a dick.
My people have free reign over most of the rest of the island. Your people. I'll meet you inside.
Is it over?
Is what over?
What do you mean?
You said a great war lay ahead of us, Aya.
If you mean that, it is nowhere near over.
The only man among you I trusted is dead.
Allegedly. Captives? This dude, we need to do something about this dude. He's the worst.
121 prisoners we took today. 121 mouths to feed. 121 trials to process.
Just let Eleanor do it. She's good at hanging people quickly.
And these trials, they will all be taking place here. Significant. Shall I expect to be reimbursed for the costs of this?
You stood in my office and said you wished us to be friends.
As
As my friend, I would think you'd be eager to do your part.
I made enemies of the pirates in order to ensure your success.
Made for some time now.
I like this because I like Max. So I want her to be against him.
Serve you best, my lord, when I am seen by the street as having some independence from you.
This is now an island of true friends and mortal enemies, and nothing in between. Now,
What do you think of that, Eleanor? Mrs. Rogers? You still in love with that guy?
We don't have sufficient numbers to move on Nassau directly. If we could dramatically increase those numbers.
Increase them how?
The Underhill Plantation. It's the largest and richest of the interior
Oh,
states.
lots of slaves
It's home
there.
to well over 200 slaves.
Let's do it.
All you're suggesting, we don't have time for that.
What's your thinking,
Days,
Flint?
hours. We need to strike quickly.
How?
Directly at Nassau with as many forces as we can muster.
We don't have the manpower.
Stop.
Come on, Billy. Time to speak up. Now that Silver's not around.
I prepared these men to follow Long John Silver upon his return. So in the absence of Long John Silver, the men will look to me, not you.
You're forgetting one thing. Somewhere on an island a few days' journey from here is a chest filled with treasure.
Oh yeah, the
buried
treasure.
in a sea. And of the 3 men who know of that place, I may be the last one alive.
Are you threatening to withhold the location of the chest that every man here is counting upon? Solely so you can maintain your own status here.
There is
Have you met Flint?
within our reach.
Flint is using his will.
My word will govern.
Oh, I love this show.
I know too.
Oh, did John tell
3
her?
men know the resting place of the chest.
And 1 woman.
And 1 woman.
Well, good. More complications. I like when things are uncertain. Oh, here we are. Here we are. It's that damn foot. Can he take off the foot? Okay, yeah, cut it off. Now he just has to... Where's he going to come out? Because, like, this is still in the middle of the battle. He's going to go up in through the ship? Ooh. Find a little air pocket? Hide out? This guy's thinking on his foot. Ah, the blissful sounds of screaming. Hey, goat! I choose to say that's the same goat as was in season 2. Is Jack? Is Anne going to have a talking to him? What are you doing? Why are you being...
Are you through?
So...
Yes.
gung-ho and parody. And Jack's like, he doesn't respect me, I gotta earn his respect. And Anne's like, you're such an idiot. Or something else.
When was the last time you fought in a vanguard? He ain't never gonna see you in that way. Teach.
When I was in that carriage with the governor, I had a chance to end it all. Had I done more in that moment?
Charles will still be here.
Yeah, he's...
The idea that he might be looking down on me.
Maybe he's doing this for Charles, not for...
Doing everything in my power to see his death answered for. Charles Vane stood by us when no one else would.
Oh, fuck Charles Vane.
Remember when he wandered off on his spirit journey?
He's dead.
You didn't care about us then.
I came here because we all agreed we had a chance to take Nassau back. I ain't here to prove anything. I ain't here to figure out who I am.
Well, he already went through that arc.
What did he do?
Set a course for Nassau.
Really?
To send a message when we return.
These are the prisoners?
That this can all end.
Dead
if the governor turns over the one thing he wants.
Eleanor Guthrie? He wants her to pay for the death of Charles? Who's that, Sir Isaac Newton?
What is it you are not telling me?
Well?
When I informed Sarah of my intent to formally end our marriage...
Oh, wow.
I did not know what the consequences would be. Her reaction...
Bad? Does she have some power over what happens?
She do.
Did she ruin your reputation?
Her family intervened with a few of my larger creditors, them to accelerate my timetables for repayment.
He's in deep doo-doo, money-wise. How about that Urca gold? Do you want to go get that back?
More costly than our defeats are our victories.
Take your chances with the Spanish. Are we back with John? Like Flint and Vane, Silver has returned from the grave. What more powerful story can he have? Ooh, who's this? Friend or foe? Or neither? Neutral party? Scavenger? Just tell him your name. Tell him you're Long John Silver and he'll run for the hills. Or bow. Ooh, he's coming. He's coming. Hey dude, do you know who I am?
Long John Silver.
You're goddamn right.
Welcome home.
Good. This is a good start to this season, isn't it? Now, did they do a little fake out with, pretending that he might be dead? Like Billy? Yes. But did anybody in the audience believe it? No. Therefore, it's fine. Plus, they resolved it very quickly. Didn't even take, a full episode before we knew he was fine. Plus, the general rule is you don't see somebody dying, you don't see somebody dead, they didn't die. And we clearly saw at the start of the episode that he was struggling. He was still alive in that water at the start of the episode. So, we were good with it. Billy has grown several backbones, and he's clearly been working out in the gym to do that. He's grown a beard. The longer his beard gets, the more of a player he becomes. And he's been the architect, the storyteller, the narrator for what is to come. And he stood right up to Flint and said, "You're not relevant anymore. Can we use you? Yes. Do we need you? No." Flint countered with his trump card. He was like, "I'm the only one who knows where the treasure is, and we need the treasure or we don't have anything at the end of all this." And then Mrs. What's her name? I should learn it. she said, actually, John told me where it is. So if you think that there's going to be a king here, not going to happen. So they're in an uneasy three-way alliance. Now, she could have completely sided with Billy, you know, but she doesn't trust Billy. She definitely doesn't trust Flint, but she doesn't trust Billy either. The only person she trusts is John. John has been found by that guy at the end. Where his direct loyalties lie, I don't know. Will he bring John straight to Flint and Billy? I don't know. Guess we'll find out in episode 2. Woodes Rogers is in financial difficulty. He divorced his wife so that he could marry Eleanor in the gap between season 3 and season 4. Hilarious. In order for this situation between them to feel more legitimate, and then she played that role. She stopped being Eleanor Guthrie and she became the wife. She did all the wifey things. She's not too happy about it, but she did because she believed in him, and she decided his was the person she was going to, and cause that she was going to rededicate her life towards. So, but she doesn't like the way he handled certain things, especially dealing with Max. And Max has been... She had to firstly give up all her Urca portion last season. And now she's been put into debt because they're doing all the trials at her place. She's not getting anything from it. Max will land on her feet, though. She came from nothing. She currently has something in a bit of debt. But she can get it back. And of the people in that place, she's the only one I want to do well. Interesting that they still have Spanish Spy Girl in the series. Jack, I thought he was trying to impress Teach, but he was actually trying to make up for Vane dying, which he partly blames on himself for not being able to kill Woods in the carriage. Trying to make it right, you know? I understand that impulse. And Anne's like, forget all that. Just, look, we've got this goal. We've all agreed what we want to do. That's just, think about that. Your motivation is just, I don't want to hear about all that stuff. I don't want you going off martyring yourself for somebody who's dead. Let's just play it the way we would always play it, And Teach is sailing back towards Nassau. We took care of those 3 ships that came after us, and now we're turning around, heading back. So, yeah, looking forward to getting into episode 2. I don't think I've ever watched an episode of Black Sails and then gone, you know what, that's enough for today. If I wasn't reacting to this show, I would have finished this show in probably a week, all 4 seasons. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Join me for season 4. It's going to be a wild ride. I don't know, maybe. And yeah, should be done with it in. Let's see, what is it? Should be finished it in June. Actually, I think there's only 10 episodes left, or 9 after this one. 2 a week for 5 weeks. Yeah. Should be finished by the end of June. So that'll be fun. Yeah, so thanks, and I'll see you for episode 2 pretty soon. Not quite sure what the schedule is for me, but try to get it up quickly, and yeah, see you later.